Yeah, we have a Stefan in our team, so he will be very proud.
They are always good people.
Ja, hallo liebe Freunde des gepflegten Brettspiels und herzlich willkommen hier auf der Spiel in Essen und ich bin wieder wie letztes Jahr hier bei Mathilde von Helvetiq Games und ja, wir haben hier einige Spiele, die sie uns vorstellen möchte und nicht wundern, dass wir hier nur ein Mikrofon haben, denn normalerweise haben wir zwei. Ich werde das immer so ein bisschen rumreichen, weil dann kann sie die Spiele auch besser zeigen und man braucht natürlich zwei Hände. You need both hands to explain. Okay, hello Mathilde.
Hey, hello.
So, you have Odin here, a small game from Helvetiq, like usually?
Yeah, sometimes, but you will see we have bigger games, but this is our most famous range with Bandido, Tucano, Cariba, and Odin is already one of our bestseller in the range, so it's very good sign. Do you want me to explain?
Yes, so just a little pitch how it works, yeah.
Yeah, sure. So it's a game where you try to get rid of your hand, so to empty your hand, but on each turn you will have to get card back. So it feels a bit weird. And when you play, you can play an higher value as the card already on the table, or you can place a combination of cards to make a higher value. You can always play a combination of cards, maximum one card more than the number already on the table. So for now, I can only make a combination of 2 cards maximum. So, and they have to be by combination of the same number or the same color. So for example, I can play 53. This is a 53. You always do the most important combination possible. And I take this one back. Okay. And now I can play up to 3 cards. Okay. And if I play like 9.
Always same number.
Or same color.
Color, yeah.
Color or number, either. And I take 1 back. So during the time, we try to take back the cards most interesting to make a better combination afterward. And once you can play your whole hand, obviously you don't take a card back and you empty your hand. And that's how it works. So it's really easy, but a bit tricky. And you can pass at any time and come back in the game. So you can say, okay, nothing is interesting me there now. I will pass and come back maybe later for a better combination. Because as you have always to take something back, it has to help you for the future. So it's really easy, it's really simple and very fun.
Okay, and how many players is?
It's 2 to 6.
Okay. 50 minutes, yeah, nice, okay. Very beautiful. Cool. So, next game.
Yeah. And so
I will have the side. Yeah, that's good.
So now this is Ninja. This is the newest. It just arrived, and so this is a game when we play a bit with the rock paper scissors thing. Okay, you know, and you will have card from 9 to -6, if I'm not wrong. And so they have a value and this symbol and color, rock, paper, scissors. We have 9 cards. We receive 9 cards in our hand at the beginning of the round, and we will have to play them all. We will not replace, okay? So you have to manage what you have. And each turn, everybody is picking one of his cards, and we reveal them, and we see what happened. So first thing we see, let's make an example. It's the person who played the highest value will begin first. So here is the 10, and so this is a rock, and rock beats the scissors. So I take the scissors. This is my points at the end. So I want the most points, and this one replaces it. So the next player, maybe the game will change during the turn. So now, for example, it's a 9 paper. Paper, it's the rock. Very good. And now paper, we can take this one. And now this is the new game. And if you can't play, because sometimes you can't beat anything, you just put your card where you want. So you can either make this is 0, or make a bigger one, or make a very trap for someone afterward, and etc. And so you play the 9 round and you count who has the most points.
Okay, so the points change, but the thing to fight against is this on top.
Yes, the only one to fight is the one on top, but you take everything.
Okay.
So it makes a bit funny because you try to say, okay, someone will obviously put, I don't know, eye paper. So maybe I will put middle scissor to try to have the big paper, and etc. So you try to think in advance of what will happen.
So at first you try to fight against the ones that laying here down, but if it's changing, then maybe something else happens.
Yeah, and that's why you can guess, okay, maybe this will happen. So I'll play that too. Because sometimes you don't have the bigger card to play first. So you will try to manage to say, okay, someone will maybe play a high this thing, so I will play this too.
Okay, interesting. And do you know why the name Ninjan? Because ninja sounds like that, but it's an N in there.
Yes, there's an N in oh, that's a good question. I don't have the answer. Thanks for asking.
Oh no. Okay, but
Trap.
I found the trap. Okay, but it sounds very fun and also chaotic and strategic at the same time.
Yeah, a bit.
Cool. So that's Ninjan. All right, Alpina. Now a theme of birds or animals?
Helvetiq game.
Makes sense. It's also here.
So yes, because the game takes place in the Swiss Alps, in the biggest reserve. How would you say that? Yeah, and so this is a game from our Fun by Nature. So it means it's ecological produced, and also it's about nature. So you have a bit of information about the park and the animals.
Like Happy Bee, it was also.
It's the same range. So in this one, you will be photographers hiking in the Alps and trying to make the best photo of the animals. So you have different types of animal, like the chamois, the frog. I don't remember, a casse-noix.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, this one. And so you begin with only one card, and we will create a grid of 5 by 5. And depending on the number of players, you will have different numbers of hikers that will take a photo during the hike. So on your turn, you have 6 cards in your hand, and you play one adjacent to one already on the grid. And you can, but you are not, it's not mandatory, place a hiker on the card you just placed or one around. What it means is that when I place a hiker on a card, it means that I will score it at the end of the game. So, for example, and they all score differently. So this one, for example, is 1 point for each bird connected to this card. This one is 1 point for each hiker of any color on a water card, and etc.
So it can be connected on any side, or it's just on. Okay.
And you have some about landscapes, about having different animals below, or this kind of stuff, and you will create this grid. You will not be able to put a hiker on every turn, so we'll have to choose to place them at the right time on the right position. And sometimes you will also say, oh, okay, I will not maybe put my hiker here because it will help my opponent, and etc. So you just play like this until you have finished the grid, and then you count your points. And then I love this trick. So to count the point, you have this one, and you put it here to count the point.
That's good. I know sometimes they make this track and it's very sturdy, you can move it, but this is very smooth, I would say.
Yes. Squeezy smooth.
Okay. Interesting. And for many, 2 to 4 people. Okay.
Yeah. 2 to 4 people, 20 minutes, and you can play at 10 with no problem.
Nice. Yeah, thank you very much. It's a little bit bigger. And a little bit. And now it gets really big? Or is there a small?
I have a medium size.
Medium size, okay. Good. Oh, okay. Like a different shape of box.
So this is Shock, and this is a game from Stefan Spiele, because Helvetiq acquired Stefan Spiele last year, and of course we want to continue the work on the abstract game. So that's why the box is a bit different, because it's much more in the Stefan Spiele style.
Yeah, we have a Stefan in our team, so he will be very proud.
They are always good people. Oops. So in this game, so you have a board in a tissue, and you have different pieces of two colors. So one player is playing the black and one player is playing the white. And the aim, so it's a two-player game. The aim is to connect 10 of your pieces. And on your turn, you can either place two fishes, these normal pieces, or you can place a shark. The shark are this bigger piece, and they have different shapes. So, like, you see the mouth of the sharks, okay? And when you play a shark, you can play on top of one opponent's fish, and it will eat the fishes in the direction of the mouth. So in this case, I remove all of these. Okay.
Okay.
And they get back to the player. This shark is now safe, so the player can play again, and it's okay.
Just when he's getting on the board. Yeah. Okay.
And the shark doesn't move anymore, and then you play like this until someone has a connection of 10 pieces. And voila.
But the white players also fishes.
Yeah,
okay, so both have sharks and all right. Yes, okay.
We have the same pieces exactly.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. And that's okay. Two-player, of course. Yeah. Okay. Abstract game. I mean, Elios was a little bit also abstract, but this one is the new line, as you can say. Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, nice. So we are back here with a bigger game now for 2 to 4 people and 20 minutes. So what is it?
So in this game, you will travel a bit and try to build your own Maya pyramid. Okay, so during the game, there will be every time 2 phases. The first one will be to take stones to build your pyramids on the market, and then to build your pyramids with the stones you just took. And how it works is really easy. Each time you put 3 cubes randomly from the back, so you have as many markets as the number of players. Like this, and then we will use our cards to to bid on the market where we want the cube from. So we play like this. We reveal. If I'm alone on the market, I take the cubes and everybody is happy. And if we are on the same page, there will be an initiative order.
Okay.
So at the beginning it's randomly, but if we play like this. Whoopsie.
Not that stable, that pyramid.
And if we play, if I had the priority, now we exchange. Because if we bid on the same market, I have the priority, so I take the cube and you have the rest. From another market, and then we exchange. So next time you will have the priority, and then you will build your pyramid. And the aim is to create the bigger connection of the same colors.
Okay.
So
that's the final pyramid here. It's not starting with it.
Yes, at the start there is nothing, and you will build 3 stones by 3 stones, your pyramid. And to build it, you will do a 4 by 4. At the beginning, on the first stage, you only have to put them adjacent. That's the only rule. But then if you want to go up, it has to touch a cube of the same color. Okay, and you try to create the biggest connection of the same color, because at the end we will count for each colors. Like you have this grid. If you succeed to connect 10 cubes of the same color, you have 25 points. So explanation. And on each game, you will pick randomly 3 objectives that are for everyone and that are bonus points at the end. So this is, we did not shuffle, but
It's the same, yeah. But okay.
Sometimes it will create where everybody wants to be the first to have the biggest connection in orange, so maybe we will fight a bit more on the orange. Sometimes you want to create the highest connection. Sometimes we can be several to have these points, but it adds a bit of difference on each turn. Like there, you need the 5 colors on the base of your pyramid, and etc. So you play until you have build your pyramid, if you can. So it's 10 turns, but sometimes if you cannot place your cubes, they are removed, and then your pyramid will not be finished.
Okay.
And it's a bit sad, I have to say. What you want is a beautiful pyramid at the end.
Yes, of course.
And then you count your point for each color, the bonus point, and that's it.
All right. So actually, it's a very nice cubes, of course, and nice pyramiding building. Thank you very much. It looks also great. And yeah, so that was it here. The 4 games, new games at Helvetiq booth. So, oh, this one, of course, 5. I only forgot. Okay, thank you very much for presenting everything.
Thank you for coming.
And have a nice fair. And yeah, see you maybe also next year. Bye-bye. Okay. La 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 la.